You are not unlucky. You are afraid. Afraid to try. Afraid to fail. Afraid to face the possibility that if you gave your all and still didn't win, there would be no one left to blame but yourself. That's not bad luck. That's fear. Fear wearing the mask of fate. It's easier to believe that luck decides our path than to accept that we hesitated. If life doesn't work out, it's destiny. If nothing changes, it's the universe. And this illusion feels safe because it protects us from the heaviest truth of all, that our own hands built the walls around us. We say we're waiting for signs, for alignment, for the right time. But all of it is just another word for fear. Because if you believe that life was truly in your control, you would have no excuse left not to act. The world isn't against you. It isn't for you either. It's indifferent, and that's what makes you free. Freedom terrifies people because it removes their favorite escape, blame. When you accept that no one is stopping you, you lose the right to hide. There's no more one day, no more maybe later. There's only now and what you choose to do with it. Nietzsche called this the slave morality, the mindset of those who hand their power to invisible forces. They blame luck, society, parents, government, algorithms, destiny, even the stars. But all of it serves the same function: protection from responsibility. If fate decides everything, then you're free from guilt. If the system is against you, you never have to face your own fear. And this is the real tragedy. The more people protect themselves from pain, the more powerless they become. They stay in dead routines, repeat the same mistakes, surround themselves with mediocrity, and call it destiny. But the truth is not that the universe forgot them, it's that they stopped moving. So they hide behind phrases like, "I never had luck," "people don't understand me," "the world is unfair," all comforting lies to avoid the terror of realizing that life is waiting for their command. The story of bad luck is warm. It gives you an identity, a reason, a way to explain your stagnation. But deep down you know your stagnation isn't destiny, it's fear. And that fear doesn't come from weakness, it comes from potential. Because the moment you take full control, everything depends on you, your choices, your effort, your mistakes, your strength. That's terrifying. But it's also sacred. The universe doesn't punish, it doesn't reward, it simply exists, silent, neutral, and unmoved. And that indifference is not cruelty. It's the greatest proof of freedom. If nothing is written, then everything can be written. If there is no divine plan, then you are free to create one. That's what Nietzsche meant by amor fati, love your fate, not as submission, but as defiance. To look at every failure, every scar, every disappointment and say, this too is mine. Because once you stop wishing the past were different, you reclaim the power to build what comes next. This is not self-help. It's not comfort. It's a confrontation, a demand to take responsibility for everything you are and everything you've avoided. You think fear protects you. But fear is the cage. It convinces you that control is dangerous, that risk is punishment, that chaos is the enemy. But Nietzsche saw chaos as sacred, the raw material of creation. He wrote, "One must still have chaos in oneself to give birth to a dancing star." You have that chaos inside you, the untamed force that can shape your world if you stop suppressing it. But to do that, you must kill the story that keeps you small, the story that says you're unlucky, that others were chosen, that your time hasn't come. Because as long as that story lives, you remain its prisoner. There comes a moment when there's no one left to blame, no trauma, no timing, no cosmic injustice, just you and the realization that you either build your life or you don't. That moment is brutal. but it's also the beginning of power. Power doesn't come from control over others. It comes from mastery over yourself. The courage to act despite fear, to move without permission, to define meaning where none existed before. That's what makes you dangerous. That's what makes you alive. And here's the truth most people can't handle. Freedom is heavy. It demands everything from you, your discipline, your pain, your honesty. It means there's no one left to fix, no one left to blame, just your hands, your decisions, your will. Most reject that weight. They choose comfort and call it peace. They choose safety and call it spirituality. They wait for signs, waiting for the universe to speak, not realizing that silence is the answer. The universe won't choose for you. It's waiting for you to decide. So stop calling it bad luck. Stop saying someday. Stop waiting for the stars to align. You don't need permission. You don't need destiny. You just need to act. Because from this moment on, every hesitation is a decision, every excuse is a confession, and every day you wait, the life you could have built slips further away. Write this down, say it out loud, comment it. I choose control. Because there are only two paths. You either remain a victim of the story you were given, or you become the author of the story you will write. The universe is silent. It's waiting for your decision. And now, it's your turn to speak.